Stop whatever you do. If you dropped your phone in the water, do not, I repeat, do not put it in the bag with rice.
Why not?
Well, iPhone is saying don't do it. They say just leave your phone out, tap the water out, let it dry out. It should be fine.
It should be fine.
Yeah, because they're saying that there's like some kind of dust particles or something from the rice that can get into your phone.
And I understand that completely. Have good experience with this. My son, years ago, jumped into a pool, had his phone in his swim trunks. Our preacher's wife took his phone, put it in a Tupperware Rubbermaid thing with rice-a-roni.
Oh, well, that's the San Francisco treat, you know.
So all the seasoning got sucked up into the phone, and it never worked again. So I do see the dust particle example there.
I had one time that happened to me, and I put it in the bag of rice, Ziploc thing, and there was a rice kernel that got stuck into where you charge your phone. I had no idea because it wasn't charging anymore, and I looked and I went, oh. So I was able to get it out. It took a while.
I was going to say, did you have to dismantle it and basically get the kernel out?
Toothpick.
Oh, yeah, toothpicks work for your teeth on your phone.
Were excellent. So Scott has an Android. So sorry, Scott.
I know.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, thank you. You can buy me an iPhone if you want. I'll take it.
Oh, hey, listen.
Would you?
If I had that kind of cash, you'd have 10 of them.
Right. But would you take it because Samsung or Android people are very, very loyal? Just like Apple
I am
people.
used to my Samsung. I do like it.
Yeah.
I know the iPhones are nice too. But
well,
I
if
do
you get
like some
one,
of the
you'll
things
never
about the
go
Samsung.
back.
Yeah,
you'll never
never.
go back.
Never.
But I'm unsure, and I would think I'm not an Android user. But I would think like the iPhone that if you drop it in water, you can also just let it air out for 24 hours and it's fine.
I know. I did the same thing. I walked into the pool a number of years ago, had the phone in my trunks pocket, and a few minutes in the pool, I'm like, uh-oh. I pulled it out, did the whole rice thing. It didn't work. It never worked again.
How
So
long
I don't know
ago
if I did
was
it
that?
wrong.
No, how long ago was it?
It was, 10 years ago or something.
Okay, yeah. I don't think
it was a long time.
I don't think that was a thing back. I mean, you could do it 10 years ago, but it didn't work for me 10 years ago either.
I don't know. I'm a little worried about just letting it air out because the water and the electronics and the.
So my daughter did that. She dropped her phone literally into like a little river that we were at, and it fell right in there. It didn't work for 24 hours, and I said, leave it alone. It's going to be okay. Sure enough, in about almost 48 hours, it was fine.
Wow. I'm glad she didn't run right out to the store and get a new one.
No. She just got this one.
Because, when it doesn't work, like AT&T is kind of out today with the cell service. And you start freaking out, like, how am I going to text somebody? You know what? This is the way we lived 20 years ago, 30 years ago maybe. But, yeah. Susan said her daughter dropped her phone in a porta potty. Oh, it stayed there all weekend. They called the people that owned the porta potty. They retrieved the phone, and it worked. So they put it in a bag. They turned it on while it was in the bag so they could clear the cloud out. They did not want to touch it. Rick texted and said, so he has a Samsung, a Galaxy 8, took it to St. Thomas, filmed underwater because his son was feeding some fish in the Caribbean. So afterwards, all he did was he rinsed the entire phone, including the charging port, with bottled water and then let it dry. And it worked.
Nice.
So that's cool for the Android. And then Anita texted and said, hey, iPhone has a water eject shortcut. Now, I knew the Apple Watch had one because I went.
I looked on my phone. I don't have one. I don't have water eject on the phone. I do on the Apple Watch, but I don't on the phone.
Yeah,
I can't find it anywhere.
Yeah.
It looks like there's some app that you might be able to get, but it's a third-party app. But I only saw that on a website.
Okay.
I haven't seen it in the App Store yet.
Yeah, I've used it on the watch, but I haven't tried it on the phone yet. So we might have to check that out and see if it's been used to see if it actually works. I mean, does it actually work?
I don't see it.
Yeah.
So I can't use it.
Well, that's what I'm
to
saying.
tell
But
you
if
if it
somebody
works.
else has it,
Who would that be?
I don't know. Anyone.
Who's the anyone?
Anyone. You might.
So you
have
want
it.
somebody to test it?
Yes.
It's like, go ahead, drop your phone in your toilet,
Why not?
and then just give it a try.
It's all in the name of research.
Hi, my name's Debbie. Years ago, and this was really years ago, we had a flip phone and we were at the beach, and of course the wave came up and washed over the flip phone, and no, it didn't work. And we tried the rice, and it didn't work. And so we ended up getting a new phone. And we put the phone in the toy box for the kids. And probably about 10, 15 years later, took it out and was looking at it, and it turned on.
Look at that.
Wow. So the lesson there is a flip phone takes 10 to 15 years to dry out.
Exactly. Forget the bag of rice for the flip phone. Give it 10, 15 years. You're good.
You're good. James has a hack. If you get water in your phone, he said, I save the moisture packets that you find in shoe boxes and then boxes like that come with TVs, that kind of thing. He said, it has worked for me. I just put a few of those little moisture packets in a Ziploc bag with the phone for a few hours, sucks out all the moisture.
That's a great idea.
Never thought about, James. You're a genius.
I never would have thought, let me save some of these things. I'll need them one day.
I get rid of them because I'm like, what if the dogs get a hold of them? And I throw them immediately out? No more.